following presentation of the National Football League.
It is just about time for some football. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight's a showdown inside the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Chimere DK on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback, it's Cam Ward.
The reason that Cam Ward went 1-1 in my estimation is he's one of those quarterbacks whose style of play just sets him apart. You just know it. He is a gunslinger, but looking for the balance of managing risks he takes while keeping those same fearless style of play right there in his pocket, that's going to be the challenge for him in his career.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Running back sent in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ward. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Coming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hecker. Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running it with David Montgomery. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Man in motion, out of the slot. It's Montgomery on 3rd. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Right back to Pollard. He dodged the tackle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Ward off the play fake. He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Shotgun snap now to Ward. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Time set here on this third down from the Titans. 6 DBs out there. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he let his man see much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. The Titans with Chimere DK deep to return. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it sets up second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He's going to tuck it and run. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a pickup of 26. And the Titans have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Forced out to his right. He calls his own number again. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, it's Pollard. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now looking to throw with Ward. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
We motion the tight end over. On the carry, this is Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Again, a run with Pollard. Has room into the secondary. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans go up 6-0 here in the first. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out now come the Texans on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Strad to throw on 1st down. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Dave, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Stroud. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 6. And the Texans 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They bring Higgins in motion left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Running left, it's Montgomery. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Snap comes in slow, and they block it.
There was some vulnerability right up the middle, a punter's nightmare, and that's exactly where they attacked. Pressure got through, got a straight shot at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 from the 32. A tight end in motion now. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Play made by E.J. Speed.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 27-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They give to Pollard from the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Will Anderson Jr. in on a stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Ward now on third down. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
To the air, Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stroud. This connects with Schultz. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stroud. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Here's Stroud now. Drops back. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Julius Chestnut to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled. Seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros, and part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Another punch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Stroud. Completed to Collins. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A pickup of 17. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Montgomery now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Now it's Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And this one doesn't go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge the defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
They're going to bring out Tommy Townsend to punt it away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. So now here comes the Titans on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing here just before halftime. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These 2 teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
One of the tight ends motions right. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. David Montgomery with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Ward. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10 from the 32. Stroud off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Titans have a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 32-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Right back to Pollard. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, third down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Slide's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. No to return this. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know It can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Now it's Stroud on the keeper. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
C.J. Stroud. A gain of 12 yards.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This is Montgomery. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Gets him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Titans 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Chestnut on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortunately, the Titans were able to jump back on that one. No turnover on the play. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
He's got Bellinger. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. They've got a man in motion. To the air with Ward. Left side, cut by Ridley. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
2-0, Calvin Ridley. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
To the line comes Ward. They're going for 2.
The Titans will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Joey
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. No to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. There's a counter give to Chubb. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Marks. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Third and long for him here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And they stop him before he gets much on the return. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Ward's going to hang on to it. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Sly. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the air, Stroud. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10 here. Ward. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. And the Texans get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They run. Here's Montgomery. He cuts it back right. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Montgomery with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push the lead to 2 scores now.
Titans 19.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Now on the return, here's DK. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down throw here for Ward. Flush down out to his left. And Ward's going to hit the deck as he gains enough for that first down. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing now on first down. Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. They give to Pollard from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Third down, they need 7. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
He got the job done, Kate. That one is good. Now I think we all ask the question that they're probably asking on the headsets. With 1 timeout remaining, will they try an onside kick, or do you rely on your defense and try to pin them deep?
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
1st and 10 now from the 46. This is Montgomery running right. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. And gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
And the Texans 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. Man in motion, headed right. He gives here to the motion man. He will have the Texans 1st down there, and the celebrations can begin now down on that sideline. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Texans come away with a road win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.